as intentional as possible in my life. Because the truth is, in all areas of our life, we're going somewhere. We are either on an autopilot default path or we are intentionally choosing where we want to go. This is true with our health, with our relationships, with our career, with our dreams. And I want to know where I'm going. I have a purposeful destination. We would never get in our car and just drive, right? We get in our car and we plug it into our GPS and we follow the map and we get to where we want to go. That's true with our health and with our life as well. In one way, we can ensure that we're arriving at the proper destination when it comes to our health is by meal prepping. Now, I don't always do this, but I feel much better and my health is much better when I do. Meal prepping is great for people who have busy schedules like myself, or like myself also need structure when it comes to cooking. It's also great for people who have a desire to get into better eating habits, a desire to manage and save money, and a desire to drop some unwanted pounds. What happens to me when I'm on the autopilot default path is I don't plan at all. And then I work away and I get hungry. And when I'm hungry, I find the quickest option to eat that usually requires the least effort as possible. This is survival mode, and this is not conducive to my long-term health goals. But when I am really on target and I'm doing my absolute best, I'm prepped and planned and prepared ahead of time. And the truth is, we have two parts of our brain that are running the show when it comes to eating, but also everything else. We have our prefrontal cortex that plans and has a desire for a future result. And then we have that little toddler inside of all of us who wants what I want and wants it now. And this is true when it comes to eating, right? The prefrontal cortex is what we're going to tap into if we're meal planning. We're deciding ahead of time what we want to eat. And then all we have to do is quiet the little toddler inside of ourselves that sometimes tells us midweek that we no longer want to follow our plan. We do want to follow our plan or we'd never made it in the first place, right? So there's three different categories when it comes to meal preparation. The first is the advanced approach, and this one works the best for me. This is when you sit down, generally on the weekend, and you figure out exactly what you're going to eat all week long for all your meals. Then you make a grocery list of all the things that you need to make this happen. Then on the weekend again, you prepare in advance as much as you can to make that plan actually happen. So there's a lot of time on the front end, but then all you have to do is follow the plan and it's already set out and decided ahead of time. You know what your schedule is like for the week and you incorporate your meals around what that schedule is going to look like. Some people may feel like this feels a little too rigid. And the moderate approach may be more appropriate if that is you. A moderate approach is still very similar to the first approach I mentioned, but instead of doing this all once a week, you do it twice per week, which allows more flexibility. So maybe you plan and prepare for everything up through Wednesday on the weekend, and then Wednesday through the end of the weekend, you go shopping again and you replan, and you can kind of see what worked, what didn't work, now what sounds better to you than what you had done the first half of the week. In some ways, it may seem like more time, but you're doing less each time. So it may even out to be about the same amount of time and keep your food a little fresher too. So that's another great way to go. And then the third option is a more flexible approach. You're still deciding in advance all the things that you're going to eat, but you don't really know when you're going to eat what until the day of or the time of the meal. So you still plan out everything. You know what meals are going to be happening that week, and then what sounds good this day. Do you want this, choice A or choice B or choice C, and then you save the one you didn't pick for a different day in the week. And that can work really well for some people as well. I love structure and routine, but sometimes I rebel against it a little bit too. I like my freedom as well. And so any of these can be very helpful depending on which one is more, um, resonates more with you. So the truth is, strong habits take time, they take dedication, they take discipline. And we really, as humans, need structure and routine to set us up for success. Planning and preparing our meals is one way to ensure that our health is as optimal as possible. And when our health is great, we feel confident that we are setting ourselves up for success in the future when it comes to our future health concerns. And we get our body healthy and our weight seems to follow as well. So I don't like to focus on weight loss. I like to focus on filling my body with healthy food. And my weight seems to maintain very nicely if that's my focus instead of the scale. Have an amazing week.